am on a high-speed chase by Customs Department.
That's attorney Tiffany Cadle behind the wheel of her SUV, with her elderly mother in the passenger seat on the Philip Coulson Highway. What happens next? It's all caught on a now viral Facebook Live from Belize City. In the video, Cadle is visibly upset as she explains to police that a group of customs officers chased her all the way from Sand Hill. Why? She said it started when she drove past what she calls an illegal checkpoint. According to Cadle, those officers had no reasonable suspicion, and that's why she refused to let them search her vehicle for uncustomed goods.
There is a police checkpoint, everybody knows that, in Sand Hill, right at the police station in Sand Hill. Last night there was no police present. Well, no police officer I can identify, I should say, by any police uniform or any such thing. There was a lady standing up in a black clothes, and she had a flashlight in her hand. I can't identify her either. I don't know who she was working for. I honestly don't know who she was working for. And then across, there was a BDF. I noticed a BDF. I noticed a customs vehicle parked in the yard of the police thing. A customs officer was to the side, I think, on his phone or something. So the person in the block has a flashlight and she's waving all the vehicle through. So I drove through. Now, about 5 minutes after that, we saw lights. My mom and I saw lights. So I thought it was a police emergency or something.
Cadle says she found a safe location on the highway to give way to the vehicle, only to realize that it was a customs vehicle in pursuit of her.
Why do you have me in the middle of the highway?
When I with us one, you go at custom checkpoint and they should.
Customs should have no checkpoint at illegality. I'm not stopping for no customs checkpoint. Any police officer was there?
Police officer and
no police officer was there.
They have two,
and the girl, no police officer was there.
They have two checkpoint signs.
There is no police officer there.
Police and checkpoint.
No police stopped me there. Nobody's checking my vehicle. No, Tal, you check my vehicle. This is illegal. I'm not, no man.
According to Section 91 of the Customs Regulations, a customs officer can stop and examine a cart, wagon, or carriage to prevent smuggling if they have reasonable suspicion.
We got all the way up to the roundabout, the second roundabout here in the city, and the police then put their vehicle to block, and the police then came out with their high-profile rifle and stopped my vehicle, and I came out. And I asked the officers then, why are they stopping my vehicle? I said, what is the matter? Oh, that I evaded a police checkpoint, a customs checkpoint, and that they need to search my vehicle. I said to him, officer, nobody's searching my vehicle. I said, that is illegal. And I asked them, I said, officer, do you have probable cause to search my vehicle? He says, no. I asked the other one, I said, no. I said, well, nobody's searching my vehicle.
A female police officer eventually conducted a search on Cadle's vehicle. The only items they found were a black cake and several bottles of rum popo. And now the Customs and Excise Department is doubling down on its position. The department issued a press release advising the public that its officers are engaged in a joint operation comprised of members of the Belize Police Department, Belize Defense Force, Belize Coast Guard, and the Immigration Department to interdict all nature of illicit goods and combat all forms of transnational organized activities. The department says its powers extend beyond the ports of entry and urges the members of the public to cooperate with all law enforcement agencies.
The Act makes it very clear. It's just like any regular stop and search. You must have reasonable suspicion, even if a police officer stops you. And the police officer asks you, where are you coming? Where are you going from? Why are you asking me that? Do you have suspicion that I have committed a criminal wrong? Have I committed any offense per se, traffic offenses? Why are you asking me these questions? We have freedom of movement in this country. We have constitutional rights for freedom of movement in this country. So are you telling me now my movement is restricted when I pull up to one of these checkpoints for you asking me where I'm going, where I'm coming from? I pass a border point, a far border point, all the way in Carousel. You are in Sand Hill. What reasonable suspicion can you possibly have Customs to stop my vehicle in Sand Hill and question me and examine my vehicle? What?
Cadle says she intends to write a strong letter to the department seeking a valid explanation for their actions. She also argues that customs officers endangered her life and her mother's when they cut them off on the highway and used their high beam to impair their vision. She intends to file a lawsuit against the department. Reporting for News 5, I am Paul Lopez.